It's showtime.
Breaking news from the BSnBEER news desk.
What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Dale. Joining me today, we've got the great one, Tomas. What's up, Tomas?
What's up, my brother? Another win for the Saints. Woo-hoo!
Indeed. The Saints take care of business. I mean, it was a little shaky there, but they eventually woke up and we did our thing. 24-17 Saints take care of the Bears.
Yep.
Give me your overall thoughts here about this game.
Well, we didn't look too good in the first half.
Right.
But as usual, and I get tired of this, but as usual, they came back in the second half. Apparently they made some defensive adjustments, and suddenly, we're back in the game. So happy to see that. Sorry that we still haven't done the Tomas move yet. We're waiting for it. I thought we were going to get it today. It was close.
It was close.
But we'll talk about it, I'm sure. But and by the way, somebody stole my my thunder, right?
What do you mean?
Didn't somebody else say that that's what they should do is throw to my boy out the backfield?
Oh, well, look, we talked about this last week, so we were first.
Yeah.
Nick Underhill kick rocks.
That's right. Just want to make sure that the people know, we're first on the block.
That's right. That's right. Let's see. The Bucs just lost on the last second touchdown. Okay, good.
Good for them.
Hey,
the Buccaneers, out they go.
Good update. Thank you for that, Bobby. Appreciate that.
Excellent. We're in first place by ourselves.
That's right.
Praise the Lord.
Saints.
There you go.
First place Saints, man.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so let's get into some of this game. Nice. Early on, we saw the Bears moving the ball. We could not stop Bajet from running the ball for some reason.
Well, I'm going to use your phrase, Dale.
Okay.
Remember Tomas said before the draft, hey, I like this kid from Division 2. Yeah.
Oh. That's right.
That's right. So, and I still like him. The kid is, he played Division 2. Mm-hmm. He needs some time. There's no doubt about that. But there's some Division 1 schools that aren't that hot.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of potential in him. I mean, I really do. And in the first half, man, he looked like, wow, this guy can really play ball, So, and he played well last week as well. So I think eventually he will be a starting NFL quarterback. With the Bears, I don't know. They have a big commitment with Fields, but we'll see. But they looked impressive in the first half as far as moving on. But Dale, it wasn't like they were throwing it all over the field and they had 17 different plays that they were calling. It was pretty much the same stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was nice, easy passes over the middle for the most part.
Yep.
And he made plays with his feet. Like he kept the chains moving. So
well, he can run.
Yeah.
As I told my wife, I said, man, he's young. He's only like 21, 22. I mean, he's got those young legs. And so
well, let's talk about that because this is a problem for the Saints defense. It's been a problem for years. At what point are we going to start solving this problem? Because most of the quarterbacks now in the NFL, they're young and they're going to use their feet.
Well, here's what I would tell you. I think that this is the defense that we have under Dennis Allen. I think they come out in the first half of the game and they play soft. They don't, that's the way I saw it today. Mm-hmm. The reason they can run like that is because, we're dropping back, we're playing soft. Instead of saying, hey, you know what? Let's put Warner on him from the beginning of the game to be a spy. Mm-hmm. Let him, he's just a rookie. Let him beat us if he can with his arm, but not with his feet. So, but I think that's the adjustment that they made at the half. I think at the half, they kind of closed down all those alleys for him to run. Mm-hmm. So, but I think that's the Dennis Allen, because like you said, Dale, we've been facing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, who have we had as the defensive coordinator for a long time?
Mm-hmm.
It's out. You know, so it's got to be the scheme. You know,
so if you can't stop a running quarterback, are you truly a great defensive coordinator? You know, that's the question there.
Well, that's a good question, but I would go with he has to be pretty damn good to make the adjustments at the halftime. Because how many times does he do that, right? And there are a lot of coordinators that can't make those adjustments. Yeah. And so I would say, you know, given all that's out there, I would tend to believe that he is a very good, I don't know if I say great, but I would say a very good defensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. Not so much a head coach, but defensive coordinator, okay.
Right. All right. So the first touchdown the Bears got, it was Komet.
Hell of a catch.
He just straight up mossed the Honey Badger. Yeah. 7-0 Bears.
Yeah. Hell of a catch. Hell of a catch. Yeah.
Yeah. That was, to me, that's just like a size thing, you know, like, you know, it's only so much Honey Badger's working with. So.
and that pass was the only place
it was on the money
to catch it, you know?
Yeah, it was on the money. Now, definitely props to Badger for that. The Saints' first possession, they punt. So that's not a good response to the Bears going down the field, scoring.
No. But you and I were texting back and forth about that. Mm-hmm. You know, I would have much rather. And by the way, since you're the fantasy guy, I got 0 points today from Michael Thomas.
Oh,
so see, to me, I think that the Saints should have come out and taken what the Bears were giving them, all those little slant routes and screen plays, and they didn't take advantage of that. You
That's
know,
a good point there, Tomas. Mike Thomas had one target on the day. That's all,
and that's it. That's it. So I got zippity do and da on one of my fantasy teams.
Yeah.
From him. Luckily, I have Taysom on that same team. So
he makes up for everything.
What can I say? So, but yeah, I thought that it was, and you know, that goes back to, I'm presuming that our offensive coordinator has already schemed out the first 15 plays.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. You know that. You know they do.
So if they schemed out the first 15, that was pretty bad scheming, in my opinion. You know, and you know who else didn't get loosen up today was Alvin. You know.
Yeah. Not a great fantasy day for him. So
no.
And Jake just touched on that. Really needed Kamara to do something. Didn't happen. Yep.
I know. Again. I have him again on one of my teams, and it's like, what the heck, you know?
It evens out, you know. He had a great week last week, so you know.
Well, and I think that Chicago's defensive, as I was watching the first half, I thought, you know, they're keying on Alvin. I mean, that was the thing. I believe that they had decided we're not going to let Alvin beat us, you know. And so, and again, you see, that's where you have to make the adjustment. If your 15 plays had a significant amount going to Alvin, and they're keying on from the beginning, you should have said, okay, hold on a second. We run the first 7 or 8. We're not going to run the other ones. We need to change things up because they're keying on Alvin.
Yeah.
You know, so, but see, now that's the difference between a very good defensive coordinator and an average offensive coordinator.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Adebo comes up with interception. And this was again in the first quarter.
Yes.
Now, Adebo ended up having a hell of a game.
Absolutely.
But he definitely, I think, started the change of the momentum early on because, like I said, the offense couldn't find crap, and the Bears running down the field on the other possessions. But now we come up with a turnover, and we get the ball back, and then boom, Carr completes a slant. But it's still Olave.
Doesn't matter.
I have to give him props. He completed the slant, you know.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Slant. That's what I was telling you.
Yeah.
You know, they were giving us that. Yeah. So you take it until they shut it down, and then you go to something else.
That's right.
You know, but Olave was open. Michael Thomas was open. You know, on that slant, on the screen plays. You know, several times I saw Johnson was open, and he didn't, dump it off over there. And as much as Carr dumps the damn ball off, you would have thought, he would have pulled up a screen. But, thank goodness we got that one slant in. Yeah.
Yep. and this is followed up by another red zone throw by Carr. Touchdown to Olave, 7-7. And now we're moving. And look, this props again to Carr because this is red zone conversion.
Yeah. So again, I think there are a couple of things. Okay. So one, yes, it was a good conversion, and Olave did a great job of not touching the ground until the ball had crossed the plane of the goal. Right. So that was really good. And I think the red zone stuff will clean itself up with Carr because we have just too many people that it wouldn't do that, And as Johnson is now back in the game at tight end, it makes a difference. And so we'll see, how it goes. But, we still have the Mormon missile, right? And the big guy, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
The big guy, brother, Yeah. Yeah, so,
fullback.
Yeah, fullback. Exactly. So I think we'll get better in the red zone. I really do. I think Carr will do better in the red zone. So, but like someone else said in our group, if we can score from outside the red zone, then we don't have to worry about the red zone.
That's true too. That's true too.
Yeah.
So, the Bears get the ball back, and first plays a big play to Mooney, and that ended the quarter there. But I don't know. We're playing real soft. Looks like on these plays where we start seeing, guys like Mooney kind of get free there. So,
well, I think the Bears had a good offensive scheme with him because there was a lot of movement with him. And if you notice, they pulled him out. He would play a slot and then move. Then he play wide and then move. So. I think that movement had a lot to do with it. And yeah, they're playing soft. I would agree with you. I didn't see that that real up in your face kind of man coverage that we know so well, So, and it's not like the Bears have somebody they had to fear going down the
DJ
field.
Moore, that's it. That's the book.
So I don't know, but all right, we'll go on. I'll say something else about the DBs when we get to it.
So I wrote this note because it brought back the memories because we were missing tackles out there and everything like that, but it was looking like we were running that LSU defense out there. Like that's the way it looked early on, man. Terrible stuff. So
yeah, I think a lot of, like, when I saw DeMario, for example, had that guy cold on the outside and the guy just stopped. And the Mario just went right past him. And I was like, well, that's not like him to do that, So, I don't really know. On that particular play, if you remember the play I'm talking about here, when the fellow stopped, it wasn't the quarterback, one of the running backs. We had 3 Saints defenders out there. The guy stopped, and all 3 defenders were just, didn't do anything. And DeMario ran to the out of bounds, and I was like, man, what is going on with our defense? So it was kind of strange, and I'm sure it has to do something with what they planned as a defensive scheme for the game.
Yeah.
Because after the first half, we didn't see that again. It was much different after that. And whether it was I tell you who else had a really good game, and you only saw a couple of plays, but he was really doing well. Not pointed out. Was Taylor,
Lante Taylor,
played a really good game too today. So,
yep, I could see him getting in the mix a lot on some plays. So, and I think I'm seeing him be more comfortable and kind of join back at players because I know I just heard this in an interview. He's not 100% comfortable playing the slot, and once he starts getting more comfortable, you'll start seeing him talking more stuff. So.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think it'll take him a little time to get used to the slot position, but I think he's already doing a lot of that, So, and it's tough to change to a position that you feel uncomfortable with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Too much thinking, too much worrying about getting beat.
That's
You
it.
know, so but man, he's got the skills. He's got the speed. He's got the range. So yeah. I thought he had a good game today. Watching what he was doing.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the game a second time, but from what I saw in the live game,
Right.
I thought he played a good game.
Yeah. So Komet catches his another TD here. So it was 14-7 Bears. Look,
He
man,
beat Vaughn on that play,
yeah,
by the way.
He beat the linebacker. So
Vaughn.
Yeah.
And like we were texting, right? I mean, at some point you got to say we have to move on. You didn't make it in what we did, so
they get
no different than Turner, no different than apparently Foskey, and who knows about Miller. I mean, apparently we've got some players here that not going to make the cut. As far as I'm concerned. So, but Vaughn, they've tried him everywhere, right? He's played outside. They put him on the line.
Yeah, he mostly been playing strong side linebacker. So yeah.
I'm sorry, he's not in the same class as Werner, or Davis, and I know they have some backups behind them that show a lot of potential. So to me, this is Vaughn's either make it or break it year. So
he's getting a lot more clock this year than he's gotten, since he's gotten drafted here. So.
yes, but he's still getting beat.
Yeah.
He got more time on the field, but he's still getting beat. So that's not good.
Yeah. Saints respond with a touchdown. Carr hits Taysom Hill, another red zone target. So 14-14. More props again to Carr because he converting in the red zone. So
yes, sir.
We go.
Yes. Well, and props to Taysom as well.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, Taysom's doing it all, man. I can't complain about it. We see Cam Jordan get a sack once the Bears get the ball back. That forces a field goal, which Carlos Santos misses.
Doink.
Yeah. Doink. So good stuff from the Saints defense. It drives me insane though when we're back there and we getting pressure, but we can't bring the quarterback down, and I can't stand it. So props to Cam Jordan for finally getting sacked here. We should have a lot more though as a team. Have a lot more.
And I think we said this during the game to each other. There's so much holding and other things that have, one play, Roach had his helmet ripped off his head.
Yeah, right. No flag.
And it didn't call anything, right? On another play, they have Granderson, the tackle for has his hand inside of his face mask, and they didn't call anything for that. I'm like, at what point, I've given up on being on the holding calls, because we never get a holding call, but there's other flagrant plays and they don't call them. So I like that we get in pressure. I mean, we're definitely getting pressure on every quarterback we've played. As you say, we don't finish it necessarily, but pressure is good too, because with pressure, they got to get the ball out.
Yeah.
So I'm good either way,
Yeah, but you can see them get the ball out and actually make a good play. Sometimes they can get the ball out and make a bad play, but
Well, now some of those plays today, come on now. Some of those plays today where he got the ball out was just plain luck. Okay, come on. He hit that running back,
and we don't have that problem though.
Yeah, well, he hit that running back, and I was like, how the hell he get the ball out there, and how did this guy catch the ball?
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, many crickets.
It was quite a few times where he escaped, and there's a running back just directly to his side. So he just laterals that sucker, and now they get a nice gain out of a situation where it could have been, -4, -5, whatever.
Yeah, I think in the first half was that one that he sidearmed to the guy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So I was like, oh my gosh, really? But and on some of those, man, he ran like 15 yards back behind the line and just threw it out of bounds. And I was like, man, he's back there. You've got to get him, So, but like I said, I think that's easily solvable. if you put a spy on him,
Mhm.
then you take care of that issue. And I,
Yeah.
I believe enough in our defensive backfield that I'm not going to worry about putting a spy on. And Warner's more than fast enough to take care of that.
I thought that would have been a perfect choice,
Yeah.
but that's why we don't get paid the big bucks to amounts.
Yeah, I know, sir. Believe me, I know. I know.
So the Saints start off the second half with a punt, but this was after an Olave drop. It was right on the money. So
Yes.
not
But
definitely not a 100% clean game from Olave, but
I thought he was better though.
He was better. Definitely better.
I certainly hope that whatever relationship is necessary between Carr and Olave, gets straightened out.
Yeah.
Because he is a skilled player, and we're gonna need him. We're gonna need him to become the target so that Michael Thomas can also be a target.
Stars got to make big plays, man.
That's
and just
right.
looking at his line, I mean, he caught 6 of 8 targets, 46 yards and a touchdown. I like to see more yards added to this.
Yeah. It was,
Let's
like I said, I
be a
thought
star.
he had an okay game.
Mhm.
But that one drop, because you come back after the halftime and you get the ball first. You want to at least get a field goal. You got to
Right.
drive it down the field.
Exactly.
And that was critical. 1, 2, 3, out you go.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah. I thought the offense had plenty of opportunities to totally knock them out, and we didn't knock them out. So
Yes, I agree with you. But again, it goes back to calling the right play, right? So it just seems to me that Carmichael has gotten, I guess, a better game plan the last 2 games.
Mhm.
But there's still things that you're like, why'd you call that? That doesn't make any sense to call that play there.
Mhm.
Now, of course, Carr could check out of it, I guess. I don't think he's stuck with just one play. I hear him say Wisconsin so many times in a game, so obviously he's got another play.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and I think part of it too was our running game was just not there today. Whether it was, Miller had a nice run, and then he's off to the dressing room.
That's right. Mhm.
And Alvin had not really nice. I don't know. But Williams had a couple of nice runs too.
Mhm.
But Taysom is the guy. And he plows over people.
I mean, he was the running game today.
Yes.
Nobody else got anything going in the running game. So,
No.
well, yep. Let's see. The Bears get the ball back, and Adebo responds with a turnover.
Yep.
He punched the ball out and recovered the fumble as well.
Great play.
Absolutely monster game by Adebo.
Yep.
And then we follow that up with a groupie 54-yard field goal that makes it 17-14 Saints.
Yep. Louisiana shrimp.
Yep.
When after the kick, all you see is the big guys. You're like, where's the kicker? Can't find him. Where is he? Yeah. So and he's always taking the kickoffs are always out the end zone.
Yeah.
He has to be a
got
guy that just technique out the wazoo, because for a little guy like that to hammer the ball, I appreciate the way he kicks. Now he also had a thud,
Yeah.
So
yeah,
but
he did.
That's kickers, kickers and punters, head games,
That's
so,
true. That's true. So the next possession, the Saints D can't stop the Bears from driving down the field. However, they tighten up in the red zone, force a field goal, and that ties the game 17-17.
Yeah.
So that part's good for the defense. At least they tighten up there. So
yeah, I agree. That's why I said in the second half they did a little bit different scheming, and so it was better. Adebo really turned on the juice. And like I told you, I thought Taylor did well as well. So I didn't see. Did you see our rookie safety play today? I only saw
I just saw Mick.
Yeah.
So it had to be some kind of the illness issue or whatever dealing with May last week. And that's how Alvin got in last week.
Yeah, because I didn't see any rotation at all at safety.
Right.
It was
strictly,
5 and 32 the whole game.
That's right.
So 6 and 32. I think 6, 6.
Yeah, 6. Uh-huh.
So that was kind of but like I said, I thought Taylor played really well. And when they tightened up like that, and of course because there's less space, obviously, but they got right up into the receiver's face, and so that's what we need. We're good enough to play man.
Yeah, for sure. Especially against a rookie quarterback like that.
Yep,
so yeah.
Yep.
So a couple times in the game, we've seen the Saints just burn timeouts. And this is just like maybe after a play, they can't get the call in, whatever situation is. You know what's going on with that? I've seen it at least twice today.
I think that just like the stupid play where we didn't make the first down, I think it's a question of getting the right personnel on the field. I think that's why they had to burn him. For whatever reason, if we had our previous coach here, he'd be throwing a hissy fit on the sideline.
Yeah.
Because
about substitution issues.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think they don't have the right group on the field when they need to have the group on the field.
So that's position coaches and players knowing what they need to be doing.
Yep.
So,
but that's what it seemed like to me, Dale. I mean, because there's no other excuse for it.
Right. It's way too late in the season to be dealing with this mess.
Yeah. Well,
goodness. So yeah, we did see the Saints burn a timeout. I want to say this is somewhere in the third quarter. But then they follow up with the screenplay to Miller, and that went for 31 yards. So,
and that was a nice play, and that was a nice look, and that showed what potential this guy's got. But if he's made out of glass, it's not going to help us.
Yeah, but then after that, he's off the locker room and everything like that. So didn't get to see him anymore after that. So, hey.
Well, Detroit cut Ozigbo, so maybe we should sign Ozigbo.
Yeah, maybe so. But yeah, the drive still didn't result in some points because we ended up punting. But shout out to Headley, he got the punt inside the 10. That's good. We did see in the fourth quarter the Saints defense come alive. And this is where we started kind of clamping down on all the running stuff and the long drives, all that stuff kind of stopped at that point then. So, but what was amazing is we forced a punt for the Bears, and that was their first punt of the day in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So that spoke a lot.
Well, again, I thought by the time we got to the fourth quarter, I really thought the defense had picked it up. And Brise, I thought picked it up in the middle.
Yeah.
And I think that was part of it too, because now he no longer had a lane where he could see down the middle of the field. And so I thought Brise picked it up. And of course, as usual, Cam, and they mentioned this I thought it was really funny to hear Matt Ryan talk. I'm sure he was having, flashbacks, PTSD, you know what I'm saying?
That little thing they showed what he pregame when Cam came behind him and
grabbed him.
That was hilarious.
That was funny as hell, and when he showed the tackling dummy with his jersey on it, I thought that was funny too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that, and Matt mentioned it, I think that you see Cam play steady from first quarter to the last quarter. But by the time you get to that last quarter, that offensive lineman, he kind of whipped of having to hold and push back on Cam, because Cam's a big man, and you see stamina too. Yeah, and you see in the fourth quarter, he starts really, coming on. Actually, I thought there was twice in there what he should have had back. And you were talking about we don't finish it. Now, there was twice in there where I thought he should have had Badgett easily, But that pressure came along, and that's why they had to punt, So.
Yep. So Saints get the ball. We see Taysom get free on a QB sweep. Ball goes into the red zone. And we see AK follow up with a big run inside the 5. And then this is where we have touchdown. Taysom throws to Juwan Johnson in the back of the end zone for a touchdown, 24-17 Saints. Taysom is responsible for like 10 of the Saints touchdowns this season, some kind of way.
Running, passing.
Right.
And he hasn't blocked a punt lately, so I'm waiting for that next. And then I'm waiting for my gameplay. And I thought we were gonna have it on that one because Saunders, he got over to the right, he motioned over, and I was like, oh, here it comes. I mean, I even jumped off the couch and told my wife, here it comes, And he only had one guy on him. I'm sure that if Taysom would have drilled him, he would have caught the damn thing. So but and then afterwards, I don't know what the hell that was. He's doing the fly, eagle, fly thing coming to the sideline. I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah. We got working celebrations, fam.
Yeah. But now I will tell you, see now, by Taysom throwing that touchdown, so as the games move forward now in the season, the defenses can't just say he's going to run the ball, because there you go. He threw it on that play and it was right there, so that's a good thing for the future, but I'm still waiting for my play. It's coming. I'm telling you, you guys will know because I'll be jumping up and down, texting everybody, member. Yeah,
we put the tweet out there.
Yeah.
Alvin Saunders does not get a touchdown, we riot. All right, we got to make it happen this season.
That's it, man. I got to make it happen. I'll be happy if he runs it in.
Yeah, I just need a touchdown. I just need a touchdown. That's all I need. Fat man touchdown.
There you go. It's amazing, as big as he is, how agile he is, right? I mean, when he went in motion, I was like, dude, that guy weighs like 300 pounds and he's rolling along in motion. It's like,
trust me, he's having flashbacks to high school or something,
Well, he played running back in high school.
Yeah, I know. He having them flashbacks. Trust me. So yeah.
Well, it's like what was Ironhead?
Oh man.
That's what I thought about. When he went in motion, I was like, ooh, Ironhead. And like I tell you, I jumped off the sofa because I told my wife, here it comes. So yeah,
that's right. And so this is where we see the Saints defense put the clamps down. We got an interception by Marcus May, and then the Saints respond, get the ball back. We get stopped on 4th down, and then Adebo comes with another interception, second of the game.
I think the May interception was caused because we were really putting the pressure on Badgett on the defensive line.
Right.
And I think, he's a rookie. And so he made a rookie mistake. He threw it where he shouldn't have thrown it. And May made him pay for it, And the same thing with Adebo in the next one. Because the line pressure was getting to him, You didn't see him just standing there nice and calm. Now he was kind of fidgeting while he was back there. So but he's a young kid, So yeah, those were two good plays by our defense.
Yep. Look, man.
Getting ready for the Bengals game. I saw that down there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. We got some Bengals fans checking in. And
that's good. Yeah. Hoping Joe has a good game. As you know, I need to make up for Michael not making any points. So.
Hey, I need a touchdown from T. Higgins in my fantasy league. So.
I just need Joey. All right, we're good.
So after this second interception, this is where the Saints offense gets the ball back. You under 5 to play. We really need some kind of points. We can really put the game away here. And so offense ends up going 3 and out, but when I notice we go 3 and out, man, I'm not seeing any passes over the middle from Carr. It's usually perimeter stuff and, field run attempts, but that's a whole nother thing, field run attempt. But yeah, again, we're not using that middle of the field. And I think that's where we can get a lot of easy passes through. And when the game is on the line like this, you got to under 5. You got to put some points on the board. We need to do something.
Yeah, I agree with you, but that's where I call for the slant. You put the man in the slot, you run a slant to the middle.
Right.
Okay, you run that enough times, they start collapsing into the middle. Now you can do something to the outside, but who the hell am I? I've just been a fan for 60 years. So, but I agree with you. It's like the middle is no man's land.
Yeah.
And Michael Thomas is tough. He'll go in the middle.
Yeah.
He has a problem with that.
Right.
And I really think that Johnson will go in the middle too. I don't think he has a problem doing that either.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just for whatever reason. Well, on one, I think it's in that same area. Johnson was actually open on the outside, and Carr pumped it, and then finally threw it to him. But by then it's too late. So a little indecision, I think, on the part of Carr still as he's playing.
Yeah,
I don't think it's. I know you think he's just holding it too long, but I think it's just indecision. I think if he lets it go when he makes the first call, read the 1, 2, hit it, 1, 2, 3, hit it. Not 1, 2, 3. Oh, maybe. I think that's when we get in trouble.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Agree with that. So this is where we did see that breezy deflection on 3rd down, forced that punt. Saints get the ball, move the ball a little bit, and this is where we try to field goal, but groupie's no good. So it's still 24-17, less than 3 minutes left. I'm kind of getting tightened up a little bit because we're getting opportunity after opportunity and we're not capitalized.
Yeah. And on the first field goal that he did make, the snap wasn't so good, and he still made it.
Mm-hmm.
On this one, the snap was good. There was nothing wrong with the snap, and he hit that. But again, I tell you, these guys are head cases.
Mm-hmm.
So I still have confidence in him. It's not like it's just that he's an undrafted rookie. Okay, so I'm not gonna have a cow over it, but as we go down through the season, he's got to, get ready to make some intense moment kicks because we're going to need him at the end of the season.
Yeah, big kicks for sure.
But I agree with you. We had lots of opportunities, and the offense just didn't seem to, do it.
Yeah.
So
they definitely need to go back to work and fix that. We see the Saints defense kind of ice the game here with the sack fumble by Mario Davis. That gave us the ball back, and this we're able to get that knee the first down. So
yeah, that was a really fine play. And did it seem to you that on that play, Warner and Davis changed positions?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it kind of seemed to me that he was in a different place on the field when he came in from that side and hit the ball.
Yeah.
And then I was glad to see again Warner, finally get the ball. Our boy had the chance. The Honey Badger had a chance, and he just couldn't pick the ball up.
Oh yeah, the fumble.
I was like, dude, really? Oh my god. But somebody yelling out your name over there, Dale. So
that's Bree. I go to our podcast and I yell her name all the time. So that's you got it back to me. So yeah, let's pick a game of the player of the games here. Offensive, defense. Who you got?
Well, again, offensively, it's got to be Taysom Hill. It's just this team clicks with Taysom. When he has a good game, which is almost always, they pick it up on offense. So offensively, I've got to go with Taysom. Can't go with anybody else. Although I would say to you, the offensive line didn't play bad today, but I go with Taysom. On defense,
was it Hurst that left guard today?
What's that?
Was it Hurst that left
Hurst
guard?
Was at left guard. Okay. Yeah. Pete stayed at tackle. Hurst went to guard.
Yeah.
And Pete's doing. That's what I was saying to you. I mean, I was watching Pete. And I would defer to my friend Craig, but he looked like he was doing really well out at tackle.
He's the best left tackle on the team.
Well, okay.
There's no doubt about it.
Okay. No, I don't know if that's true, because if you put Taysom out there, I'm just saying, You know,
who am I to doubt Taysom? Okay,
that's right. That's right. But I thought overall the offensive line played well. But I would go with Taysom on offense, and on defense, I did like the way Taylor played, but it's got to be Adebo. Adebo really played a heck of a game today. So on a defense that didn't look so good today, but Adebo did. So so those would be my two players that I would go with for today's game.
Yep, I cannot argue at all with your choices here. We saw Adebo get 7 total tackles, interceptions, forced fumble. Listen, who else you gonna pick on defense?
Yeah, he played
Taysom Hill, look, on offense, he was the running game. He passed the ball for a touchdown. Look, one attempt, 3 yards for a touchdown passing. Rushing, 11 attempts, 52 yards, 14 alone, and 4 catches, 13 yards, 1 touchdown.
It's like I don't know who said it on the show, but whoever did say it, it's timely, right? It's like he's not going to have the greatest numbers up there, you know, but when he has to do it, that's when it really counts, right? So the timeliness of Taysom's play is what's really making the difference.
Yeah. Yep. I agree, man. Listen, Taysom is starting to work out, but with this contract, I mean, the people who said the contract was too much, you know, me included, right? So
yes, I remember.
That's right. Look, like I hold up to my stuff, so all right, I'm not hiding from it.
Well, and listen, Dale, there were a lot of people, and I think there's still people who think that he's overpaid, but no way. That guy, you know, he brings it every game. I love that no matter what the play is, he gets up smiling. You know, he gets up smiling, laughing, you know. That's the kind of guy you want on your team, you know?
Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, Bree, we got to get you on for the when we talk about the Vikings. So I forgot about that. Yeah. Bree's a Vikings fan. So yeah.
Well, we'll see.
You know, we do our crossovers. It's always fun. We do our crossovers.
Yes. I enjoy hearing other people's comments. So that's
good. Yeah. It's always interesting listening to other fans because you figure out you got a lot in common with your view of your team and your feelings and stuff. Like they have a lot of those same views and feelings. So
yes. Yeah, I know you guys did the Bears this week, so yeah, I'm sure they're still crying about it.
Yeah, it was fun too, man.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be invited back, Dale.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. Well, overall, I thought it was a good game. You know, we came back in the second half and played like we should have played from the beginning. Yeah. So, and so a win is a win moving forward. You know?
Yep. That's right. Let's see if we can stack together some wins, get this thing moving in the right direction. Of course, we're in the lead in the division. Let's keep this lead. Let's win this division, get to the playoffs, and let's make some noise, man. That's what we need to do. Shoot.
Yes, sir. We're 1-0. Next week, we'll be 1-0 again. One game at a time.
That's right. Okay. Well, it's going to wrap it up for us today on the Beer Chaser. Appreciate you joining us again, Tomas. We need your wisdom and this time.
Pleasure,
so, yep. I am Dale. We're wrapping this thing up. We'll see you guys next week.
Later.
Remember to follow us on social media at BSnBEER Media. Also, smash the like button on YouTube and share with friends.